Episodes in the Grand Narrative. H.G. Wells on the significance of collective awareness. The race flows through us. The race is the drama, and we are the incidents. This is not any sort of poetical statement. It is a statement of fact. Insofar as we are individuals, insofar as we seek to follow merely individual ends, we are accidental, disconnected, without significance, the sport of chance. Insofar as we realize ourselves as experiments of the species for the species, just insofar do we escape from the accidental and the chaotic. We are episodes in an experience greater than ourselves. Now, none of this, if you read me aright, makes for the suppression of one's individual difference, but it does make for its correlation. We have to get everything we can out of ourselves for this very reason that we do not stand alone. We signify as parts of a universal and immortal development. Our separate selves are our charges, the talents of which much has to be made. It is because we are episodical in the great synthesis of life that we have to make the utmost of our individual lives and traits and possibilities. This passage, from H.G. Wells's First and Last Things, a confession of faith and rule of life, invites readers to contemplate a profound perspective on human existence. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of individual lives with the broader context of the human species, encouraging us to view our lives as meaningful episodes within the grand narrative of human evolution. We will delve into the themes and implications of this passage, exploring the idea that individuality, while celebrated, gains its true significance when it is seen in the context of our collective human journey. The passage begins by asserting that the race flows through us, highlighting the idea that our existence is not isolated but rather intricately tied to the course of human history. This viewpoint challenges the notion of individuality as the ultimate goal, suggesting that true significance lies in recognizing our role as integral parts of the greater human experience. Here, Wells introduces a perspective that goes beyond the self-centric approach to life and places emphasis on the idea that our actions, choices, and contributions are part of a continuous and unfolding story of human development. Wells contends that this perspective is not any sort of poetical statement. It is a statement of fact. In doing so, he underscores the seriousness of the idea. He invites readers to consider the passage not as a poetic metaphor, but as a fundamental truth about the nature of our existence. This challenges conventional notions of individualism and self-importance, urging us to reevaluate our role in the broader context of humanity. The passage goes on to assert that as individuals, driven by personal desires and self-interest, we are accidental, disconnected, without significance, the sport of chance. In this light, Wells critiques the pursuit of individual goals and ambitions that are detached from the well-being of the collective. He suggests that such an individualistic approach leaves us at the mercy of random events and devoid of any meaningful purpose. However, Wells does not advocate for the suppression of individuality. Instead, he promotes its correlation. He encourages us to recognize that our unique qualities and potential are not to be discarded, but harnessed and nurtured. We are, in essence, responsible for our individual selves, as our separate selves are our charges, the talents of which much has to be made. In acknowledging our individuality and potential, we fulfill our role as episodes in an experience greater than ourselves. This statement highlights the idea that our lives are interconnected and contribute to the overarching narrative of human evolution. As we realize that our individuality is not in conflict with our collective identity, we can harness our unique talents and abilities to propel the human species forward. Wells' passage, while rooted in the context of the time in which he wrote, offers timeless insights into the nature of human existence. It calls for a balance between individual fulfillment and the recognition of our place in the broader narrative of human history. Our lives, according to Wells, become meaningful when we understand that we are not solitary entities, but integral parts of a universal and immortal development.